everyone, this is ARK 12, and today we have a new song from the Stupendium. This is their Frostpunk 2 song, which I called at the end of their Fallout, their most recent Fallout song, the Fallout opera, I guess. This is the song, The ARK and the Tinderbox. No, I don't quite know. Apologize for that. It's raining super hard out there, and there was a lightning strike that happened near my house, so I would want to make sure that like everything was grounded and everything was okay. The ARK and the Tinderbox. Anyway, getting back on track. I called this at the end of the Fallout song that they did not too long ago. So I've been excited for it because the Frostpunk songs for that both Stupendium and Dan Bull created some of the best work that I've heard from either one of these guys. Some of my personal favorites, especially the what is it? The Frostpunk song where they both had alternate endings. One of them was supposed to be law, and one of them was supposed to be religion. I can't remember what the name of that one is, but that one is, I think, my personal favorite Dan Bull song specifically, and in my top 5 personal favorites, definitely my top 5 most listened to Stupendium songs. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what this is about. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because I will be pausing it, we'll be talking about it. And without further ado, let's get started. I like the change of the logo for I like the change of the logo for like the winter aspect of this. Start. I love the callback to the original Frostpunk songs they made. Like that was the chorus for I believe the title of that one was Shelter from the Storm, which is again one of my personal favorites that they've made. And I love the fact that you entered with that chorus. Like, oh man, right off the bat, this is top tier quality, but we're only getting started.
Storm came, storm will come again. Tempest upon tempest, till what's left to let the tundra claim. Useless to dispute, should you be hoping for someone to blame. Hubris from the day those walls arose by any other name. We burned the very best of us to cast us into flame. And when the skies denied us, we still marched on all the same. Through night and day, we tried to stay alight against the ice's rain, and blindly claimed the price we'd pay was worth what we became. We sacrificed, and what have we to show? A barren land of arid ice where not a seed will grow. When Mother Nature came for us, took Fahrenheit below. We sanctioned flights of matricide and blackened skies with smoke. I
will say one thing that caught my my attention right here was the fact that Stupendium is obviously from the UK, but they used Fahrenheit, which is curious to me. I don't know if that's because Frostpunk reads things in Fahrenheit rather than Celsius, but I don't know. That stuck out to me a little bit. I like the fact that this feels very much like Shelter from the Storm in terms of the vibe, the oppressiveness, the hopelessness, the hope for hope. That is, I feel like that is fundamental for these Frostpunk songs, is having that hope for hope, hoping that you can rely that you'll find hope eventually to carry on. Like, I feel like that is like pivotal for trying to tell a narrative in the Frostpunk storyline. And the Stupendium nails that perfectly with the delivery, the waveriness of their voice, and the desperation in the lyrics. Like, that's the reason why the Frostpunk songs are so good. That's, if you've never heard any of the Stupendiums or Dan Bull's Frostpunk songs, I urge you to go check them out, because they are some of the like best written, like gravity ridden songs you're ever going to find. Like, the gravity of the situation is weighing down on every single syllable in those songs, especially Shelter from the Storm, which is what this is like a continuation on.
Crafted our salvation, twisted iron into spires. Through disaster and salvation, bled her veins are like the fires. Each building block a tinderbox, how fitting it transpire. The ending of an empire, be reduced to just the pyre.
Leaves on the ground, auburn green, golden brown. Lost to free stories now, just as we've fallen down.
Stoke the fires, give your last. Keep the flame of all we've known. For when heaven left us helpless, we built shelter of our own. But the hardened hearth are darkened where an endless storm has blown. Cling to every dying ember and remember warmth of home. May we all rise together.
Oh, the costumes from the first ones. I wasn't expecting that because we were watching this Traveler. That's actually, again, a nice touch and a callback to the originals.
Warmth of home. May we all rise together, lest we all fall apart. May our city stand, our promised land, our refuge from the dark. May we survive the weather, though the forecast be stark. So heavy hang the many hands we pledge to steer the ark through the storm.
That was potent and powerful.
United in conviction, forge a path at any cost. A future for our children built no matter what was lost. Yet perfidious a vision left that mission to attrition. Fetid grip of man's ambition re-arisen from the frost. Come my sisters, come my brothers, some respect amongst your kin. Why for all this air and bluster we're no better than the wind. For the ice beneath this tundra is getting all too thin. And life outside of this rotunda hang on what's declared within. To which the spoils of grit and toil the worthiest shall rise.
But each on earth has equal worth when seen through heaven's eyes.
Time on and reason what shall take us through to Alma's gaze. The path we took is passed through to ideas salvation lies.
I think that might have been Asterisk at first, and then Connor Quest, and then Schwabity, obviously. Like, I love the fact that Stupes is getting his friends in on these music videos. They make it so much more alive.
The right of man is to find the land, rebuild the world that fell. The world we knew is born anew, so must we.
I think I said Stupes is getting his friends. Stupes is getting their friends. I'm sorry.
The right of man is to find the land, rebuild the world that fell. The world we knew is born anew, so must we be as well.
His guiding hand divinely plants his hope in every knell.
What seed will grow in bed of hope? We must progress ourselves. A future born in fruitless scorns that human flaw would leave. Disputes so waters uniform should future thought to freeze. When schools of thought make rules of law, make tools of war to creed. What hubris wrought when doon it bought the rubric for to breathe.
Autumn leaves on the ground, auburn green, golden brown. Lost to free stories now, just as we've fallen down.
Stoke the fires, give your last. Keep the flame of all we've known. For when heaven left us helpless, we built shelter of our own. But the hardened hearth are darkened where an endless storm has blown. Cling to every dying ember and remember warmth of home. May we all rise together, lest we all fall apart. May our city thrive, our people strive for futures we might chart. May we survive the weather, though the forecast be stark. But discord thrives when laws decide which paths must guide the ark through the storm.
That chorus is just as potent and powerful as Shelter from the Storm, if not even more so, because it built on what was originally said literally from the very first section of this song, and it has just created even more desperation, even more even more gravity of the situation is weighing down on this. Like, everything that had been created from Shelter from the Storm has been like blown up into a whole new dilemma through the storytelling of this song. I don't know what it is about Frostpunk specifically that lends itself to being able to be written in this way, but there's something about Frostpunk, the entire franchise so far, which is I think just like 2 games, and I think someone told me that there was like a mini comic or something out there. I'm not sure about that. That could have just been a lie. I don't know. But there's something about the franchise that lends itself to this epic of desperation. And I mean, some of it is pretty easy to understand, but some of it escapes me as to how well these songs can be written about this game.
Each citizen's resilience was given with the lie that each shiver would deliver us deliverance in time. But dissonance and dissidents have driven us to schism, just like Sisyphus, the myth of us, we never-ending climb. No filibuster preserves us from temperature's decline.
Hold on. Well, I saw that V and I didn't quite understand that part. Hold on.
Like Sisyphus, the myth of us, we...
Oh, okay. The myth of us V, as in the myth of us verses. Okay, understood. Got it.
Never-ending climb. No filibuster preserves us.
Although, why did climb end with an E instead of a B? Was that just a spelling error?
Driven us to schism, just like Sisyphus, the myth of us, we never-ending climb. No filibuster preserves us from...
I'm not sure if climb has a different meaning when you change the B to an E, so if someone could elaborate on that, I mean, I'll probably Google search it after this, but actually, you know what? I'm going to do it right now, because if it does, then we're all going to learn something here real quick, because that's going to bother me. That's going to be one of those things that my ADHD / potentially autistic brain is going to latch onto and just not let go, and then I'm not going to pay attention to anything else. Okay, climb with an E means a region considered with reference to its climate, which makes sense with Frostpunk because of the fact that Frostpunk's world has basically turned into like the next great ice age. Got it. Okay. It's things like that. It's things like that that make this writing so much more potent, okay? You can't just ignore those type of things. That's why I wanted to look it up.
Temperatures decline, no divisions cut so deep as those down lines where laws assigned. So the militant, the penitent, entrenched against their fellow men, forgetting that the elements cannot how you align. Without the heart, the blood will start to freeze a bitter chill. The acre pipe to give us light will cease and colder still. But if we were to summary our great and grand discoveries, then that would...
I just realized that's the older version of the guy from the new Parliament. I just connected that dot the moment I saw the picture with him wearing that hat. I didn't see the collar before. I didn't, because like this looks like the same yellow, like a more weathered version of the yellow scarf that he was wearing in that picture. I didn't pick that up, but I think that's the same guy that's on the thing. So I think he just found his old home.
We found the freezing point of human will. There's not the time for tears.
And when I say he, I'm referencing the character, not specifically Stupendium themselves. I don't want to be attacked, so I've got to specify that. I'm sorry.
And all that's tears against the wall, they streak the face and freeze in place, for they've the grace to fall. If each a flake unique in shape is beauty framed in squall, what leap of faith to dream our place was not beneath them all. For what is man but animal in all but face and name? No fang but sharp of mandible when chance to stake a claim. We rage and fight against the night, but sun still fades the same. So each convinced of right and right, we buck from fate in vain. Aid the strong that they may prosper, aid the weak may they revive. Loose the gates to save the lost, but heed the heat without inside. Rush the senses, hush and censor all its free expression thrive. You to let it flourish and that one more creature raise the knife. Let it burn, I say! Rend it all to ash and dust. For as fools we are as fuel. It is our nature to combust. Man's so blessed engine grinds and churns and screams of lust. Its luster faded now, since autumn eve the god did leave to rust.
Leaves on the ground, auburn green, golden brown, lost to freeze.
That was insane.
Just as we've fallen down, as the branch calls to grief, as we've stands on the breeze, who so cast on the tree, when autumn.
So careful of the type, but no. From scarped cliff and quarried stone, she cries 1,000 types are gone. I care for nothing, all shall go. Thou makest thine appeal to me, I bring to life, I bring to death. The spirit does but mean the breath. I know no more, and he shall he man her last work who seemed so fair, such splendid purpose in his eyes, who rolled the psalm to wintry skies, who built him fanes of fruitless prayer, who trusted God was love indeed, and love creation's final law, though nature red in tooth and claw with ravin shrieked against his creed. O life as futile and as frail, oh for thy voice to soothe and bless, what hope of answer or redress behind the veil, behind the veil.
Of all the Tennyson poems that he could have chosen, those lines specifically linking to Frostpunk, it was almost like that poem was specifically written for Frostpunk. Now, I can't remember exactly what that poem is about, but I believe that it could be interpreted in a variety of different ways when removed from the context. And when it comes to this, those lines specifically match up with the Frostpunk lore, where everybody believed that God was going to deliver them from salvation, and instead, this happened. So, like, that was a perfect choice for the Tennyson poem. Like, that was a brilliant choice. Like I said, I can't remember which poem that was, nor can I remember exactly what the context of it was in its own light. But in regards to Frostpunk, those lines were almost written for this franchise.
If you hadn't gathered, it's very cold. But thankfully, I've been keeping warm by the intense graphical processing power of the new Frostpunk 2 Radeon RX 7700 XT GPU by AMD and Sapphire. Yes, that's right. 11-bit studios have partnered with AMD and Sapphire to celebrate the release of Frostpunk 2, the sequel to their best-selling society survival game, with a limited edition Frostpunk 2 graphics card. With its frosty white fan shroud, oil black metal backplate, and rusty accents, it's like how...
I'm not gonna lie, that is a very pretty graphics card. The only reason why I'm watching this is because Stupendium worked their butt off to create this. So I feel like I'm not necessarily like saying you should go AMD over Nvidia or whatever like that. I like the way that they've decided to present this graphics card as the sponsorship ad for this. It's very clever.
Bring a piece of New London in your very own PC. No sawdust eating required. It also includes 3 enamel pins, keycaps, and a PC code for the deluxe edition of Frostpunk 2, complete with DLCs, art book, soundtrack, and more. In all seriousness, silly ad read aside, Frostpunk genuinely is one of my favourite games of the past few years, and I was honoured when I was reached out to by 11-bit and AMD to return to the world of New London to help promote both the sequel and the card. Info about both is in the description below. Have I maybe undermined the mournful threnody and a harrowing tale of man's last days in a cold, uncaring, desolate wasteland? Maybe. Maybe. But they paid for a snow machine. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this...
Why do I get the feeling that that Stupes is going to use that snow machine for other videos? I'm hoping for more Frostpunk 2 songs, because this was a masterpiece. But who knows? Maybe we'll get more snow-laden videos in the future.
Song, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to convene a parliament of future videos in the chamber of your feed. Be sure to check out my playlist of other songs, including my 2 previous Frostpunk songs, and to check out the merch store to pick up your own personal print of my pretentious painted portrait. In the meantime, I have so much fake snow to clear up. Oh, God.
That's the individual. That's the voice of an individual who realizes the consequences of their actions. Oh, that was brilliant. Easily one of my new favorite Stupendium songs, without question, without a doubt. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you for joining me. I am ARK THE 12, and I will see you in the next video.